Hey, how's it going? So, for my first review, I want to talk about something that helps me in my everyday life. So, some of you may or may not know, I suffered a spinal cord injury, which resulted in me being classified as a quadriplegic. Now, as I said, you may or may not know that, but also because everyone's so different with spinal cord injuries, a quadriplegic may or may not have the hand function to grip, grab, and move fingers and wrists. So I don't have the ability to grab or move my fingers. So every day, to help me get around and push my manual wheelchair, I use push mitts or push gloves, whatever you want to call them. So the makeup of these gloves is it's got rubber padding on the underside. It has a loop for me to be able to stick my thumb or even my teeth if I need to. And then it's even got leather, which helps the integrity of it. So it does last a long time. As I said, I use these every single day because I can't grip my wheelchair or my rims. So I use them as friction to push my manual wheelchair. So there's both pros and cons to having these push mitts. Push mitts that I use are from an Australian company. They're Australian made. It's called Splittbacks. I will leave a link to their website in the description. I'm no way affiliated or associated or even sponsored by them. I just thought I'd let you know what I use personally and what I like to use. For their push mitts, they're $50 Australian and then $10 postage. They come in various sizing. If you think you have small hands, send them an email, let them know, and they'll help you out with the measurements and sizing. So there's pros and cons to using push mitts that I found anyway. And so the pros include the obvious, pushing around. Your manual chair, you get that extra grip that you don't get from using your hands. Not only that, it serves as a protective layer between your hands and your rims. I used to cut my hands a lot trying to push around and slip, and you don't want that. So that is a protective layer. Another one is that you can actually use the push mitt as a grasping tool. So things like a fork, a spatula, a wooden spoon, and I even use mine as an aid to help me play pool. How I use this to play pool is I loosen the Velcro strapping on the glove, which leaves a hole for the pool cue to go between the glove and my hand, and I use that to secure it and hold the pool cue, and then just use it to hit the ball. That's one tip or trick anyway. One con that I found is not so much a con, it's kind of a disadvantage being a quadriplegic really, is that because I don't have any grip, then I rely on these gloves, and unfortunately when it rains, the rubber that is on the underside that is used for the friction to actually push on the rim gets slippery and will actually slide on the wet rim of your wheelchair. So unfortunately it's a bit tricky to go out in the rain and push, but I'm assuming that that's the case anyway if you're a quadriplegic and using gloves, that it is tricky to push anyway, so regardless of the rain. But yeah, I forgot to mention, see how this strap wiggles around like it does? That's a con. It can get stuck on your rims, which has happened to me before. I hope you liked my review. Leave some comments, let me know what I could have done better, what you'd like to know, anything like that really. This is my first time. I'm still beginning to figure this out. I hope you like it. Thank you.